Hello, everyone. Pj Krypto here, and I've got my friend Jace Falkenberg, our Chief Gaming Officer at TCG World. How's everyone doing? Let's hit up that chat. Let's get it going. Back for another AMA, right, Jace? This is going to be a lot of fun today, I think.
100%. Hello, everyone. G'day. I can see everyone in chat. How good's that? And yes, myself and PJ do have our Santa hats on to get into the spirit of Christmas.
Absolutely, right. How about that? We know how to bring some liveliness to things, right? And here is no different. TCG World, with this AMA, we have a jam-packed schedule for you all. Some real big news, and also at the end of this stream, folks, for those who are a plot owner of TCG World Land, we are going to jump into the world. Jace, the gamer, is going to get in world with me. He's maybe teach me a few things as well. But I'm excited to go and do a live stream with Jace here. This is exciting times for us. It's been a long time. It's been a hot minute, Jace, to see you on stream with us here, and I'm really excited about getting this content going today with you.
It has. So anyone watching, make sure you head on over to Wall Street Bets. It's the ape house. Where the apes are at the mountain. So just out the front, there's probably quite a few there waiting, ready to go. So we'll probably jump in, what do you reckon, about 30, 40 minutes or so, PJ?
Yeah, I'd say about 30, 40 minutes. We'll be in there. We'll catch up with you guys. Yeah, that sounds good. Thanks, Jace. So, folks, let's go ahead and get into the materials here. So as you can see, we're going to start in with some project updates as usual. And again, like we said, at the end of this stream, we'll jump in world and have some fun with Jace and I streaming in there. So, but Jace, I believe we have some big news. We're going to kick this off hot and heavy. New partnership.
Oh, yeah.
New partnership. I get all tingly, man, when I think about new partnerships. It's awesome, man. So, yeah, why don't you take us through this new one?
This one's a really exciting one. So should we do a drum roll to announce?
Yeah.
Okay, drum roll. Our new partner is One Tree Planted. We will be partnering with One Tree Planted. For those that do not know who One Tree Planted are, they plant real life plants all around the world. So there's the partnership image right there.
Yes, sir.
So what they do, they go out, you donate $1, and every dollar equals one tree planted. And they're all over the world. They're global. So US, Australia, Europe, yeah, pretty much everywhere. So it's a really good initiative. And the purpose behind this partnership is that we want to help reduce our carbon footprint for the metaverse. So the whole point of it is, you'll go to a certain location within TCG World, and you'll be able to, donate to One Tree Planted, but at the same time, you'll be planting a tree within the metaverse. So not only can you watch your tree in the metaverse grow, but you're also contributing to a real life tree in real life. So it's a really good initiative, and it does help TCG become carbon neutral. So really good, exciting partnership. And it's one that I did throw a few hints around here and there in chats a while ago with some trees and that. So if anyone was looking for some little hints and tips on our upcoming partnership, then this one's really exciting. They're really lovely people too, all about the environment and everything. So yeah, it's awesome that we got this partnership, and we can get them into TCG World. So it's really exciting.
I mean, it's a big growing trend right now is to figure out how to reduce your carbon footprint. And, just because we're virtual, what I love about this, Jace, as a layman here looking at this, is TCG World says it doesn't matter if we're virtual or not. We want to find ways to reduce our carbon footprint, do the right thing. And this is spot on to that initiative. So congratulations to you and the team. I'm sure even your work partner there, Lisa, had some help with you on this front too, hitting it up in Australia there. But this is a big one for us. I absolutely love this. This is fantastic.
Yeah, I'm really excited about it. And the fact that you can go into the metaverse, it'll give users a new experience too, because, every couple of weeks or so, depending on how we code it, we could have it that, the tree grows a little bit more every few weeks. So it gets you in, gets you excited. But yeah, it's a super cool initiative that I've been talking with One Tree Planted quite closely with too. So yeah, really cool.
Well, Jace, we do have a video to give people a little bit more information about One Tree Planted. So if you don't mind, I think I'll go ahead and do the cutaway over to that and let people take a look a little bit more about what they're all about. And it's a pretty cool video. I like it. Let's take a look.
2021 was a weird year. Wherever you are in the world, your life has changed in ways that none of us could have even imagined. The world is a different place now, and we have all had to learn to live in these new circumstances. But one thing hasn't changed: your drive and dedication to fight for our planet. Despite all the hardships and challenges, your perseverance has not been shaken, because through it all, you have planted over 23 million trees. That's more than double what you accomplished in 2020, and with another 25 million already committed to 2022. You've restored over 37,000 hectares across 139 projects in 45 countries. From planting trees in British Columbia and California for forest fire recovery, to protecting endangered chimpanzees in Uganda, your efforts are creating jobs, restoring habitats, protecting biodiversity, and capturing millions of tons of CO2. So, what have we been doing then? Well, after spending most of 2020 inside our homes, this year we finally had opportunities to reconnect in person and welcome many new faces to our team. Your efforts exceeded even our wildest expectations, and to keep up and meet the challenge of getting all your trees in the ground right, we've grown to almost 50 people and counting. We reconnected with nature, visited some of our incredible partners, and attended fantastic events. And, of course, we made sure to have some fun along the way.
Malcolm, what are you doing?
Anyway, back to work. At One Tree Planted, we have been busy expanding our operations, finding new partners, and brainstorming new ways to make an impact. We've struck partnerships with some incredible brands and organizations, and our network of planting projects across the globe continues to grow. We're also working on planting trees in urban areas, building a network of nursery partnerships in the US, and expanding our monitoring technology program for planting partners. Most inspiring of all, your participation in your local communities has continued to be outstanding. This year, over 10,000 of you came out to more than 300 of our tree planting events across 153 cities. We cannot do any of this work alone, and we are also incredibly grateful to all our followers online. Your comments and messages inspire us every day. For crying out loud, you even helped us win a car.
The winner is One Tree Planted.
All this to say, our team remains committed to honor your pledges and help plant as many trees as we can. We will continue to support our local partners and communities, tell their stories, and seek out new connections. We can't wait to see what the new year will bring for reforestation and ecological restoration. And as always, we aim to make sure that every tree is planted responsibly and with great care. So from all of us at One Tree Planted, thank you. Thank you to our planting partners, our donors, our volunteers, students and teachers, and all the organizations we work with. You make this progress possible, and you are the reason that we do what we do. So here's to our forests, our nature, and our planet. Thanks for watching, and see you next year.
What'd you guys think?
Wow, how exciting.
I'm telling you, man, goosebumps watching that.
Goosebumps. Woo!
Great partnership, man. Fantastic.
It's a fantastic initiative and really excited to get them on board. So, watching the video through, it brings out a little bit of emotions because, you're actually impacting the real world for the better. So getting them into TCG World, absolutely fantastic. So,
yeah. All right. Well, let's just go. That's a big one. So let's move on to the program here. We have Illuvium. They have an advent calendar that folks have. I don't know if you've seen it, but we've retweeted it on our channel. The TCG World YouTube's talked about it. Illuvium is a great project. I know you're close to it, Jace, and they have a Twitter space coming up. I'd love to hear a little bit more about your interaction with this project and also kind of what what this Twitter space might be all about that people can expect.
Yeah, so when we first announced this, I guess, Christmas campaign partnership, a lot of people were quite surprised. They're like, aren't they the competition? And myself and Lisa had a really good chat with the CEO a few weeks ago at the NFT Fest in Melbourne. And they are fantastic people to really, their vision and all that sort of stuff with
Yeah.
where they see the metaverse heading towards. And they have the same vision as us with the interoperability and everything. So we got chatting, and they're like, "Hey, we've got this Christmas Advent calendar coming up. Would you like to be a part of it?" And I said, "This would be absolutely great for us to combine and sort of shock the community a little bit with getting on board with what would supposedly be a competitor." So they're really good people, really good vision, and what we'll be talking about on the Twitter space. I won't go into it too much, but a lot of it will be the interoperability and how we see that moving forward into the future with combining all these metaverses, because that's the whole point of the metaverse, is to interact with multiple metaverses and everything. So that means bringing on projects that are involved in the metaverse. So yeah, really exciting to get them on board. Just coming up to Christmas as well, they've got a whole range of different prizes and giveaways and everything like that. So that'll be on the, I believe was it the 15th?
Depends on where
For
in the
you?
world you are. Yeah, the 15th for those in the US and most of Europe. So, but yeah, the 16th
there you go.
for those in Australia and some parts of Asia. So, yep.
Yep. So 1 p.m. Sydney time on the 16th of December, if you're in Australia, and 9 p.m. ET. So really looking forward to that Twitter space. Obviously, their community is quite large as well, so it's good exposure for TCG World. But yeah, a real shock to our community when we first announced it, because they weren't expecting a partnership with a competitor. So, but yeah, I've met the CEO live in Melbourne. Really good bloke. So hopefully, moving forward, we can do some more like this as well. So really exciting.
Great. So everybody tune into that. Again, we showed the graphic there for you. And also the TCG World Twitter account did retweet that. I believe it's a pinned tweet as well. So keep an eye out for that. All right. So let's move on the program. We have Dragon Bible V2 updates. This is live on the TCG.World website. Go take a look at it. There's been some enhancements. We're going to cover off what those enhancements are. It's specifically getting into a little bit more detail on the dragon nesting, the Dragon Island, and the Dragon Rentals. So if I go ahead and pull up that part of the Bible here, the white paper for the dragons. So here you'll see we have dragon nesting. And now what the dragon nesting is showing is it's explicitly talking that there is now a special in-game griffin that you can obtain, TBD on what these are going to look like. They have some examples of what they might look like here, these griffins. But in here, there is going to be, in the nesting, you'll be able to receive these griffins, depending on how many months you stake these in the nesting period, will determine your chance of getting the rarity of an epic, legendary, or a mythic griffin. So this is pretty cool stuff. So again, more utility from those Dragon Cave Club NFTs that, depending on what you do around the nesting and how long you nest them for, aka staking, this will actually yield you a griffin. So another in-game asset that we're talking about. Not a lot of details just yet, but I wanted to highlight that as a big update that has come to the Dragon white paper, aka the Dragon Bible. Any initial thoughts so far on that, Jace?
It's really exciting, and the gamification side and having some utility with the NFTs is a huge part of TCG World. So bringing this will get the community really excited. So
perfect. Yeah, and then if we go on to the next part of the Bible here is the Dragon Island. So the Dragon Island, we have further clarified how the plots will look like, and these are actually nests, is what they're called, dragon nest, that are tied to your dragon NFT. Okay, So this is
So they're not
connected.
actually plots themselves, because
Correct.
obviously with the and this has probably caused a little bit of confusion in the community, because we did sort of state, oh yeah, they're plots, but they're actually just dragon nests. So they're not, you can't build on them or have a business or anything like that. They're basically just purely for the dragon nesting, and then we've added the utility to that, and it's tied to the NFT.
Yeah,
So
I love this.
if you sell
This
your dragon NFT, then the nest goes with that NFT.
Yeah,
So
I love the fact that we've actually highlighted that's going to be a regenerative power by having this nest. So if you have battle
yeah,
dragons, folks, battle dragons will need to regenerate their energy from fighting, right? So this nest is going to be paramount to accelerate that process. So further utility, again, utility, utility, utility. Otherwise, that NFT is just a picture. So
yeah,
anyway, if we scroll down here, you'll see just some early signs of what this island might look like, where we're talking about an outer rim of the top 500, which will have most likely the best views on this island. And then you have the intersection, which is the 501 rank all the way up to 2000. Okay. And then in the middle here, we're talking about potentially being a teleport ability that's where you'll get to the island. So more to come on this, but we continue to build and build and build. This is a living document, right, Jace? I mean, we're still working through the details with the studio, but
exactly.
pretty exciting stuff seeing these enhancements that have come to the white paper. Yeah.
Yeah, and like you said, utility, 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 and that's the main thing that we want to drive home when it comes to our Dragon NFTs. Is we're going to have some really, really cool utility behind them. So
Well, right on point. Let's talk about rentals, because your dragon is going to be an in-world Uber, because you can rent the flying dragon out,
yeah,
and even battle dragons too, right? You can rent these out to folks that would like to use it for a day or two or whatever, right? Whatever that time frame is.
yeah, 100%. So this is another exciting and cool feature that they've pretty much just added not too long ago. So as you said, the Bible just keeps updating and growing and expanding. So this feature is really, really cool.
And we're also hinting in here about some enhancements to the marketplace, because these rentals are going to be on the TCG World's marketplace, which is on TCG.World, the website. And
Yeah.
in here, we're talking about some ways to highlight your listing, right? This is pretty cool.
Yeah, so I've been working on this one for probably a few months actually.
Mm-hmm.
But the idea behind it is kind of like your normal, real estate agent listings and all that sort of stuff, and even on well, pretty much any site like your eBay and all that, you can pay for a premium to get highlighted or featured at the top and things like that. So that's kind of where we're heading with our marketplace, and that means that if you've got a really good plot that you really want people to see, then list it on the marketplace and pay a small fee. At the moment, our rough fees are like $10 up to $50 for the premium. That may change, so they're not fixed. And also the rewards and everything they see on screen right now, they could change at any point in time. So this is just a rough guide of how it might look. So when we test and adjust moving forward and release it, then we'll give some more details on how those features will interact, and the tiers and everything. But really, really cool for those that want to showcase their plot instead of it being right at the bottom that it's quite hard to see. And another cool feature with the listing is you'll be able to upload quite a few images to that if you get the premium. So people can click on it and go, oh, wow, this is what the plot looks like. And it'll be really good for those that have built on the plot, so are selling the house and land together. So you just get more of a visualization of what that plot looks like. But yeah, really, really cool features in the works.
I love it. I love it. Yeah. And so this is all a great segue into our next part of our program, which is the fact that I did put a tweet out about this, but there is this dragon calculator that I'm going to demo for you all. And if we take a look at this real quick, This is before I get into
this dragon
dragon calculator,
Woo.
I have to give a shout out to an amazing community member of ours, Jace, in TCG World. He goes by in Telegram. He goes by Seb. So if you notice him in the chats and everything, give him a big thank you and an appreciative fact of this. This is going to go into the link will be out there. We'll put it in the chat right now for you folks. But yes, you'll be able to use this calculator now. So let me go ahead and show that screen. Okay. Right here,
and it's quite in depth, isn't it? I haven't used it myself, so
yeah.
I'm really excited to see how it works. But from what I've seen in the discussions and everything, it's game changing.
It's game changing, yeah, absolutely. So I'm gonna basically take this here, and I'm going to show. I'm gonna show the. Oops, sorry, not that. There, hold on here. Here, I'm gonna put this up here. Dragon calculator. So yeah, if you see here, folks, this is the dragon calculator. Sorry, well, Jace, I got a little confused there. Here we go. So if I pull up here, if I see this splash screen, so I'm going to put this in the chat right now so you guys can play along with me. I'm going to drop this in there right now for you. Seb is crushing it. Take a look at that link there, folks. But what this is all about is ability to calculate your rarity through a few clicks. So no need to crush a calculator out. Seb has done an amazing job of developing this. And if you click on, let's do 4 just for example purposes. You can do 4 or 8. So the battle dragon or the flyer dragon, right? You can do this for. So here what happens when I click on 4, you now put in your dragon, you put in the dragon number here. So let's say I'm just going to put 5, 3, or 5, 6, 4, 5, 4, 8. Okay. So it tells me here, dragon 5, 6, 4, 8. The rank is 5,111. My rarity score is 52.9. So a lot of people might go like, well, that's great and all, but what is that? What does that mean? This is what's going to be determined on, if you look at the dragon white paper, this is what's going to be determining the dragon gold that's going to be coming to you for your in-game currency for these dragons, okay? So it's really important to try to understand how your dragons can mix and match and how the calculator is going to work out for how much your ranking is with these combinations. So if I just say like here now 4, 8, 4, 5, 8, 9, and I go 1, 2, 8, I'm just getting random dragons here, okay? 6, 7, 8, 8. Now, if I click on this, it'll tell me my ranking score. Total ranking is 25,633. My rarity score, 205. And then I click on this. It should show images. There it goes. Took a second, but there you go. There's your images of your dragons as well. And there is your ranks, your score, and your total score.
Awesome.
Right here. All with click, 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 click. No problem, right? Love it.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's slick, right? So again, thank you very much, Seb. You outdid yourself, sir. We really do appreciate that. And this is just the first version of it too. So, you know, as we kind of build out the white paper, I know Seb's really anxious to kind of start to tinker with this. Also, he's been talking about how we can throw in the gold calculation as well. So more to come with that. But Seb, you outdid yourself, man. Thank you very much for this contribution to the community. Well done. I tip my cap to you, or my Santa hat today to you, sir. So moving on in the program, again, it's in there in the link in the description. I'm sorry, in the chat, so you guys can check it out on your own there. But speaking of dragons, okay, we have some updates, Jace, of what Sandstorm has been doing for us. And just for the folks on here, a little reminder, we have a ton of artwork of dragons and things like that. But the thing right now is we need them to come to life in the world, right? So that's what Sandstorm is helping us with, right, Jace? They're taking the 2D images and they're making it an in-world asset, right? So we have some images. Yep. I want to get your feedback of what you think about these, because to me, it seems like we're on the cusp of some pretty cool stuff. And there's different levels of these dragons, and they're now creating the 3D element of this, which will be the in-world asset. Pretty cool stuff. I don't know what your thoughts are.
Well, they're really detailed and they're unique, which is what I love. So the artistic design that, and thought that and everything that's gone into these is quite incredible. It's definitely taken them a long time, but it just highlights this partnership with Sandstorm, and how great it is that they're producing this quality of 3D designs for our world, which is just fantastic.
I love it. I love it. And there's more to come. We'll keep giving you guys updates on these AMAs as we get the content coming in from Sandstorm, but the team keeps clicking away at things as they do these sprints for us, as we've announced previously. So pretty cool stuff there. Kind of moving on in the program. Jace, let's talk about those castle NFTs if we could, but from the BOGO.
Yeah, so obviously the BOGO has ended. That ended on the 30th of November, and we're working on the implementation of the castle NFTs in World. Obviously, we're coming up to Christmas. We do have a lot going on at the moment, so it might get pushed back a little bit, probably early next month, I reckon, or mid next month. We'll give more of an update later this month, hopefully, once we know roughly when we can drop those. But yeah, at the moment, we're probably looking at the airdrop, I reckon, next month, I reckon. So.
Yeah, we're definitely want to get the development done so these can be used in World, right? Is kind of the catalyst right now.
There's quite a in-depth process with the rigging and tying it all to the blockchain and everything, so that when you have those castles airdropped, you can use them straight away.
Yeah.
We could have done the airdrop this month quite easily, but then you can't use your castle in game. And we thought, you know what? If we're going to do the airdrop, let's just hold off until you can actually use it in game. So that's the main reason why we've delayed it a little bit. So if anyone has any questions, you're free to DM me and fire away. But that's the main reason why we have delayed it. So I just wanted to clarify that there's no point really getting the airdrop and then having it sit in your wallet, which you can't use. So, and just understand that the rigging and implementation into TCG World, there's a lot of coding in that is involved, especially to tie that to the blockchain, and your wallet and everything. So, but we will be aiming for next month. But
Jace,
yeah, we won't mention a date at this time,
yeah.
just in case there are some delays, because I do know that working with the studio, the coding side and things, there could be delays, but we are aiming for next month. So, but pretty exciting, and hopefully the community understands why we have held off the airdrop. So,
Jace, we did get an interesting question. I don't know if Diso if maybe he's in the chat or not, but and if we have the answers for this. But question from the Crystal Dragon asks: will the castles have interactive doors and like drawbridges and such, or is it pretty much just place on the plot and that's it?
We will be looking at the doors and everything, because obviously, even with your own home, you want to be able to open and close doors and move around your house and everything. Whether or not that's in the first drop next month, at the moment we're focusing on just getting them into the world so people can put them on their plot. But yeah, definitely with the doors and everything like that, eventually they will be interactive. So.
Yeah, Diso did say he agreed with
Yeah,
the
great
functioning.
question.
Yeah, Diso saying about the functioning. Yes, it'll be functioning, and they'll also be able to do the interiors eventually too. They'll be able to decorate and such inside their castle, put their own finishing touches in there, just like the buildings we do in the builder mode, right? I would imagine very similar to that, where you can hang up furnishings and things like that. But
and that's the whole point of having your castle as well, is you can walk around inside and everything. So yeah, really, really cool.
Okay.
Being able to display all your NFTs up on the wall and that.
I think we have just kind of a public service announcement here, just a reminder to folks about utilizing TCG World's marketplace, right? You want to take this one, Jace?
Yeah, I've seen it time and time again. We've had the issue ever since we everyone talks about when marketplace. We've been talking about it all year. When marketplace.
Yeah.
We finally launched the marketplace, and then every now and again you get people that aren't using the marketplace. So what we're going to do is, if you don't use our marketplace, we can't protect you, basically.
Right.
So if you do side deals and get scammed, for instance, and you lose your plots, that's on you. We've given enough warning now for people in the public community that, these side deals and everything are a no-go. If you are trying to make a really good deal, then discuss it with someone and say, hey, post it up on the marketplace at the price that we've agreed, and I'll buy it from the marketplace. If they say no, this deal is only through a DM, then say, look, I'll go somewhere else.
Yeah.
If they're not willing to go through the marketplace, they're probably a scammer.
Yeah.
So
Red
stay
flag.
away and
Red
stay
flag
clear.
once they say no,
Yeah,
only
straight
DM.
away.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep, 100%. If they're not, and another thing as well is go straight to TCG.world. Don't use any links that they give you.
Yep.
Go on to TCG.world and look for the actual like plot ID that they're trying to sell first.
Right.
Because what scammers will do as well is they'll say, hey, go to this site. They'll give you the link that sort of looks like TCG.world, but it could be a replica with slightly different wording or something like that. And I've seen a scam like that before. It looks almost exactly like our website. And, as soon as you connect your wallet, then boom, they've got you. So be very vigilant when it comes to, I guess, buying and selling and that. Always go through the official TCG.world and input it yourself. If someone sends you a DM with a link, do not click it. Get the ID from them, and then find that ID through the marketplace. So,
Yeah. Perfect. Great.
And I can tell you right now, Roy's just posted as well about these scam websites. I do spend a lot of time going through getting rid of a lot of scam websites to try and protect our community.
Thank
But
you
it's
for
quite
that.
hard because they just keep popping up. So, we can only protect the community as best we can, but we do need the community to come on board and help as well. And that means being vigilant when you are interacting with people in DMs and stuff like that. Always go through the marketplace. Can't highlight that enough. And if you don't, then we can't protect you and we won't be able to help you.
That's it.
Because
Yep.
it does take up a lot of our resources and time. And a lot of people over the last month have been wondering why, there's been a bit of a slow in progression with our world and everything. We literally spend like, half a week just trying to sort out a lot of the scams, a lot of organizing plots and working out what went wrong and everything. It's very time consuming. And these sorts of things, if you're doing side deals and that, and then you get scammed, you're actually impacting the rest of the community. By no fault of ours and the studios, it's actually on you that you're actually holding up production of TCG World, because it's drawing away time and resources to try and sort out these things. So please go through the marketplace and help the community.
Perfect. I think that was spot on. Thank you very much, Jace, for going through that. Moving on in the program here, let's talk about staking, because I think there's some pools, staking pools on the website, TCG.world website, where they're kind of coming up to expiring soon. We've been talking about public launch this month, right? David's mentioned about Christmas is the goal. And so with all that being said, I think there's talks about like, well, what does that mean for staking? Is this going to be around for a while? And, kind of as we highlight here, until we get closer to farming, folks, staking's going to be here. Okay. So it's just the way we're going to do things for now. But I mean, Jace, other than mentioning that, is there anything else you want to add to that about staking in and of itself?
Not really. I think it's pretty self-explanatory. Staking will just continue until closer to the farming goes live in game. It could be a few months out. We're not going to set any dates for that. But yeah.
We have a question.
Staking won't be going away anytime soon.
Yeah, thank you. We have a question. Maybe we can answer this one. This is from Lone Wolf. When TCG officially launches, will we be able to import our own 3D home designs already, or do we need to wait still? And can we list them in the marketplace already by that time? I think you're talking about Lone Wolf about when we go public launch. I think he's referring. He or she's referring.
Yeah. So I'll try and answer this as best I can, assuming he's talking about our public launch, which is at the end of the month.
Uh-huh.
We probably won't have the 3D design implementation by then.
Okay.
We've focused more on the actual building itself within the game and everything. But the 3D build that he's sort of talking about when it comes to importing your 3D models and everything into TCG World, implementing it, and then I guess minting that onto the marketplace so others can purchase and everything. Probably would be a feature early next year, hopefully. Depending on the coding side and everything, we focused on quite a few other things that we'll get onto a little bit later in this AMA. But that one for the 3D imports and everything will be something that we'll be looking at quite soon. But it's not a high priority just yet because we do have a lot of other things that we need to implement first. So,
absolutely. Moving on, the next point here we have. There's been some.
Sorry, I'll just backtrack as well. Another complicated thing is about the scammers and all that sort of stuff when it comes to assets and things like that. Always go through our marketplace when it comes to when we do eventually launch the marketplace for 3D models that people design and make in game. Make sure you do go through TCG World marketplace, because if you go through our marketplace, then it's guaranteed to work within the game. Guarantee scammers will come up with some idea of, hey, you can buy this really cool house or something like that. You purchase it and it doesn't implement into our game and it doesn't work. So always go through our marketplace.
I'm sensing a theme. The marketplace.
Yeah. Always go through our marketplace.
It's a sure bet to be safe. Okay, guys, it really is. So what I was going into next is David's been talking about Unity discussions, and folks, he's let us know that Unity is going to be helping us on the mobile delivery of the game, and again, we've talked about portions of the game, right? It's like maybe farming's on a game, right? Or I don't know, right? We're just throwing out some ideas, but not the whole world itself. I mean, that's massive in the initial stages, at least, right, Jace? But the idea of some mobile aspects, a lot of folks in the community have been asking about this. So it looks like we're going to Unity to help us with this. That's great.
Yeah, it's fantastic working and opening a dialogue with them to get this moving forward. Is bringing the TCG World onto mobile, which means that you'll be able to jump into the world from, even if you're out shopping or something like that, you can just check on TCG World. It won't be the full world. I'm not gonna go into too much detail about how we're going to do this because I want to keep a little bit of a surprise for everyone. But it will be a smaller version of TCG World.
So get ready, guys. All right. TCG Advent Calendar. So we've been really busy with this. I've never seen a project give away this much in such a short time frame. So my hat goes off to TCG World. David Evans is a very gifting person and giving back to the community. We have 25 days of giveaways going on right now, folks. Here is a reminder. I've got the graphic here. Here it is right here. We've also given out so far up to today, I think another one's going to announce here very shortly. We've given out 7 plots of land in 7 days, and we still have, I think, 16 more days to go or something like that. So, wow, right? It's incredible. I love it. I absolutely love this part.
It's awesome. The amount of giveaways that we've got in this, and it's great to see our community getting involved as well. So, and I just want to give a huge shout out to Roy, who's organised all this. He spent a lot of time putting all this together for the community off his own bat. So without him, we wouldn't have an advent calendar. So this is absolutely fantastic. So big shout out to Roy, who's in there at the moment as the Sprite report. So make sure you at him and say thank you very much.
And Roy, I went ahead and pinned that advent calendar link. Thank you very much for putting in the chat for folks there. Take a look at that. It has your way to get a chance of free assets in TCG World. So, and doesn't cost you anything. Just got to hit some links, follow some socials, and that's about it. So, exactly. I know a lot of people
if you are chasing a lot of these giveaways and that, we haven't even released what we're going to be giving away on the Illuvium side, but that date is the 15th. So definitely do not want to miss that campaign day on the 15th for Illuvium. We have some big giveaways there as well. So it's really cool. We're just giving away. Santa's given.
Santa's given. Yeah, with the chat's just blowing up and appreciative of Roy. And Roy, thank you very much. You just outdid yourself on this advent calendar. I know you just really worked hard on this. This is not easy to do, folks. What he's set up there, it looks like it is, but it's not. There's a lot of setup involved. So thank you, Roy. Thank you very much. Yeah, exactly. Free to enter. Do as many activities as you want or as little as you want. You all get an entry just by clicking on some links. So thanks a lot for that. Appreciate that. And again, here we got the winners here. So we've got Big Country, 81, Sobes NFT, Ghostface Shilla, Mr. Fruit, and I'm going to mess these up. Fish Mad Pro 1984, Lisa 1669, and Tommy Gun 90. Congratulations to all of you for winning so far, and more to come on this promotion. So here we are at the point of the program where if you're doing this advent calendar for day 9, you might be wondering yourself, it said something about tuning in to the AMA to get myself a code. Well, it's that time. So here is that code. The code is PJ Santa. And no, that is not me dressed up as Santa. You might think so.
It looks like you, PJ.
The glasses on. It is not me. I'm not as, but that is the code PJ Santa. So you enter that in the advent calendar contest for day 9, and you'll get yourself, I believe it's 50 bonus points for that one. So some sweet points there to increase your chances of winning. So there you have it. PJ Santa. I think they'll go ahead and drop that in the chat as well. Thank you very much for that. Okay. Yeah. So done that. And then, so we're on the build. So I think what we'll do, Jace, we'll kind of go through some of these build updates and then we'll get in the world. I think that's what everybody's excited about, us to kind of cruise through this new build. So kind of jumping into this new build, 3.5.8 just launched today. So we're talking about the environment. We got improvements on the roads. You chime in whenever. Desert fixes, terrain fixes. We got north terrain height changes. The Asia City has got some updates in there. I think I even saw John cruising around on his dragon. He showed some new buildings in there as well. I have not found Asia Big Bamboos, but apparently that's a new location in the world. So I don't know, maybe that's in Asia. I don't know. Asia biome changes have been made. This is pretty neat too.
And the sky, the sky one is really exciting. So
yeah. Have you seen it? Have you seen it yet? I don't know if you have yet, but
I've seen the daytime. Another thing, we are having some technical issues with changing from day night and everything like that. But yeah, once they get that sorted, you'll be able to flick through. I've only seen the daytime and it looks amazing. So
Sprite says the sky looks beautiful. Yeah, it's a huge upgrade to what it was before. It was kind of just like plain, and now you're getting some high definition coming through on that, making it more realistic. And
I guess just going back to that as well is, I guess when it comes to alpha, you have to understand that the main reason we wanted the community into alpha is because, they're really loyal and we wanted this to be a real community driven project. I guess the biggest takeaway for people when they're playing alpha is we are going to be evolving and growing and expanding. And things like the sky, you're going to see all these upgrades and everything as we move forward to beta and then to, eventually the ultimate goal of having all the features and everything implemented into TCG World. But even other games that have launched are still, upgrading and adding things and everything. So I guess the biggest takeaway from this is you're in alpha and you do need to understand that, it is the testing phase basically. And it's quite a privilege for the community to actually get into TCG World at such an early development stage. So yes, there's going to be a few bugs here and there, but we fix those and improve on it and move forward. So
yep. Kind of going on some mechanics that we've seen as far as in-game play. and the foot kinematics.
Kinematics, yes.
Kinematics.
So this is a really cool feature. So if you go on sort of like a little bit of a rise on one of your feet, the foot will actually compensate. So one will be lower than the other as you're on that sort of uneven surface, and it's really cool for rocks and everything like that. So give it a try when you're in there. Find some rocks and just go on it unevenly and see what happens with the feet. It's really cool.
Making it as much as a real life experience, right? That immersive 4K experience that we're trying to get after. We've got some crowd favorites that were in previous versions. The famous tab buttons back. So those testers, take a look at that. Tab is back to disengage and engage your mouse. So that's great. This is really neat too. This the pets piece. So you spawn the sprite and it follows you along, right?
Yeah, so this is one that they've been working on for quite a while. Obviously, we didn't want to drop that straight away, when we were still having a few bugs and everything. But they've sort of ironed out a lot of those little bugs now. So it's a really cool feature that, if you want to show off the sprites that you've caught, just, spawn it and one of them will walk around with you in the world. So it's a really cool feature.
Roy says,
and good to sort of show off. It's good to show off, I guess, your sprites that you've caught as well.
If you got like a really seriously evolved one, like have that guy or gal that guy got following along with you. Yeah.
Cool. It's a little bit like bragging rights to your friends and that. Hey, look at the sprite that I've got following around.
I love it. We have a partner, the Matic Grays. I know they've talked about having their baby Grays as a tag along. So Matic Grays, if you guys are watching this, quick shout out, take a look at the alpha build here. This is probably a precursor of what we've been talking about with those baby Grays getting in the world as a follow along avatar. So more to come on that as we continue to build here at TCG World. And Roy says, but will they fly with you, these sprites? I guess you're gonna have to go in and test. I don't know.
Yeah. At this stage, I don't think they'll be flying with you.
Yeah.
But yeah, good
that'd be
question.
pretty neat, right? Having one on the dragon with you in the back. That just that'd be something else to see. Radar. So folks that are sprite hunters, pay attention. You can now click the R button. That's new. You used to have to use your mouse to engage it. Now just click R on your keyboard. You can engage the radar to go find those sprites a lot faster. So go after that piece. This is pretty cool. So I have a video of this new build that I want to show you, and it highlights our friend John. By the way, folks, he's going to come back. So he's been on break and all that stuff. So those are asking, where's John? He's coming back. So we've got some cameos here with my friend Jace for now. And we had Justin last week, but John is coming back. He actually gave me some pretty cool footage of him in this new build. And one of it is the new sprite capture. The aim mechanism has drastically improved. So let's go ahead and cut away to that video, Jace. I think people are going to like what they're seeing. This is a teaser to what Jace and I are going to show you guys when we jump in the world. Okay, just a quick teaser. Let's take a look at it. Okay. Hey, pretty cool stuff. Yeah. I mean, that aiming, I mean,
Awesome.
the sprite capturing, people are going to, I have a feeling those numbers are going to, the leaderboard, those numbers are going to spike up because people are now, that precise precision now, how they can kind of sneak up to the sprites and not scare them away and throw that thing with more accuracy. Yeah, I love
That's
it.
the biggest thing, the accuracy. I think people are going to love that. So
Excellent. We're getting to the near end of our program. A quick reminder for folks that just joined in, we will be going in world into TCG World. We're using the USA server, just so you guys know, the USA server, and we'll be meeting up at the Wall Street Bets HQ, which is their house, which is in the quick launch. I think it's WSB2, I think it's what it's called in the quick launch, up at the top right of your screen. We're going to all meet up over there. So if you want to go ahead and get your TCG World launched up and ready to go, we'll see you over there. And Jason and I are going to join you here shortly. But kind of moving on to the program here, we have a couple more updates on the mechanics. We're now seeing livestock out in the world. We're seeing animals and such, right?
How cool is that? I'm not going to even go into what sort of animals. Go out and explore.
We might see some today. And then also rings, the TCG rings will now have to, you'll now be able to get those in the world. You'll be able to see them in the world and grab those and put those into your inventory. So that's really interesting as well, because we've talked about, you're not just going to have an infinite supply of rings, folks. So hone in on your accuracy on capturing those sprites and look for those rings in the world. Okay. Build up your inventory and so forth. So good
yeah,
stuff
100%. So eventually we'll remove them from the inventory so that you don't actually have any at all. We have got I think it's 100 or something at the moment, you'll see. But eventually you will have to start going out and exploring to try and find these rings to then capture your sprites. So always make sure you got enough rings in your inventory.
I think we're at the end of the program, Jace. So that is pretty much what we have here, folks. So why don't we go and do this? I'm going to go ahead and load up the game right now. Jace, go ahead and do the same. Folks, if you want to join me as
I'm
well.
in there at the moment.
Perfect. If you guys want to join us in the world, I'm going to go ahead and share the screen right now, and Jason and I will join you there. So let's go ahead and get over there. Okay. All right. Let me do this real quick. Move this up. All right. Good to go.
And just be careful if you're going to spawn a creature, because I just tried and it logged me out. So there might be a few little bugs with the creatures. I've seen a few people have them. My internet's quite slow at the moment though, so that's probably why you see a little bit of a delay when I'm talking to the stream. So everyone jump across and go to Wall Street Bets from the tab. So click on the menu and then go Wall Street Bets 2.
Okay. I'm just getting out of the lobby here now.
And I'm just loading into Wall Street Bets at the moment. So hopefully we've got quite a few people running around already.
Okay.
Yeah, just make sure that you are on the USA server.
All right. I'm checking out the chat. Let's see. Said some people are getting the disconnect while they've been on the AMAs. So, okay. So Scruffo, we'll show you where on the map here shortly. I'm waiting for this to launch and load up here, and I'll show you exactly where it is. See, I'm getting the disconnect. Did you get this too, Jace?
I did get it a little bit. It was playing up a little bit before. We do have quite a few people on the server.
All right, I'm gonna relaunch this thing.
If it does, we might have to split up the servers.
All right, I'm gonna try to relaunch it. bummer. Should we try a different server, you think? Would you think that would help?
Yeah, try Australian.
Okay, folks that are watching the stream here, we're going to jump over to a different server, see if we have better luck, okay? Let's use the Australia server. So I'm going to use the AU.
Yeah, so the Australian server I can get in. No issues at all.
AU server, folks that are watching the stream, okay? And are joining us in World. Looks like Jace has have some success there. So let's try that, okay?
Yeah, I'm in there.
Perfect. Sometimes they do maintenance on those servers, right? That and that's just part of alpha.
Yeah, just depends on the timing. It looks like as soon as I wonder if it's got to do with the amount of load, because as soon as you said jump into the Aussie one, after about 5-10 seconds, it's now kicked me out of the Aussie one because there's like 8 to 10 people. As soon as we hit that 10 people mark or something, I think it kicks people. So we're just going to be jumping around from server to server. I'll see if I can get back in, but if it does, we're going to have to, for the stream, get to the location first and then tell people after we're in the location to come. So it looks like the Aussie server has loaded for me now. Yep. So I am in the Aussie server, so it's working now. So
All
hopefully everyone else can join. How are you going?
Yeah, I got to relaunch it again. It's okay. Almost there. Oh, good.
Awesome.
Good that you're in though, and you're not getting that disconnect. Yeah. Lone Wolf says
No.
they're having issues on all servers. Well, this would be unfortunate, right? I even gave our lead technical officer a heads up we were doing this, but it's in the middle of the night for those guys in Europe.
Yeah, it would be the middle of the night, so they're not going to be able to fix the servers if they have if they need to be reset.
Yeah, this is the downfall of this hour, unfortunately. You know.
Yeah, I'm just having a look around. I can hear people. Oh, there's weapon. I can see weapon in.
Okay. All right. Hope I get in here.
So weapons
okay,
running
Kudinga
around
says
at the moment.
it's now loading in the AUS server. Retro Guy says I'm in the AU server right now. Yeah, looks like we're getting more success now. So I don't know what happened. Maybe they bounced it or something. I don't know what happened, but fingers crossed. Yep. Looks good. Yeah, Crystal Dragon. I'm also on. It's 6:30 in the night my time too. Yeah, you must be on the west coast of the U.S. Yeah. Okay.
No, I got disconnect now.
Ah. Of course, right?
Yeah, it's getting to like once they hit 10, then it sort of disconnects.
Yeah. Bummer.
This build only dropped yesterday. I think last or
yeah, for me today, but yeah, you
late last night for me.
Yeah.
So obviously when they do drop these new builds, there are going to be some issues.
Blazing suggests they maybe split it up. But then if we won't see each other, unfortunately, right?
Yeah, I think those that are in the Australian server, stay there if you can, please. Me and Pj will go to the US server for now. I'm on the US server at the moment, and it's loaded all right. But just for the stream, if everyone can stick to the server that you're currently on, that would be great. I can hear someone quietly snoring in the in the US server.
Snoring?
Whoever's got their mic on is quietly snoring in the background. They must have fallen asleep.
They must not know they left their mic on.
Yeah.
Well, good news, Jace, is I'm in. I'm in, and I'm gonna go meet you over there now.
Awesome. So we've got a couple people here running around at the moment, but if you are in the Australian servers, just hang out there for now. There'll be quite a few people there. So there's Pj Krypto, and I'm just chilling out in front of him. Oh, nice little suit you've got there.
Hey, you like that?
Yeah.
I dress for the occasion, my friend. Oh, we're getting an echo. Is that the mic through the game?
Yeah, that'll be. Yeah, so you'll have to mute your in the settings.
Okay.
You have to mute the in-game audio.
No device.
I'm going to steal this person's dragon. Oh no, it's not going to let me.
Okay, that fixed it. All right. Hey, Scruffo, I see you there, man. All right. Yeah, we got a few people here. And we got, of course, somebody arrived by airplane.
That was my aeroplane that I dropped just to troll people. Because it's so bloody big.
All right. Yeah. All right. We're all in here now. This is good. Okay. Took us a minute. Blazing says, suggesting the team start the setting out to push to talk.
Oh no! Have a look at the aircraft that I put in the building. Can you see it?
Oh, that's
turn around, PJ.
Oh, that's interesting.
It's like stuck.
It's like dancing.
Yeah. Eventually, it'll probably go under the. Oh no! There we go.
Oh.
Oh, I think I broke it.
You broke it. I just got kicked out.
Whoops, my bad.
Oh man, I don't know, dude. Yeah.
Did that crash for you?
Yeah, it crashed for me. But
whoops, my bad, everyone.
We're overloading the servers, man.
Already.
I'm gonna try to reload here. This happens. It's alpha.
And while we're chatting, I just got a quick message from Paul.
Okay.
He's one of the co-founders for TCG World. Just got a quiet message to hint, I guess, at a new guild that's been formed. It's called the Bikers Guild. So the Revhead bikers are going to be taking over TCG World Road soon.
Nice.
So
yes.
Yeah, if you want to get involved with the Bikers Guild, just ask in the main chat and tag Paul
Excellent.
Reeves. He's the co-founder. So if you want to jump in and get involved with that, so it's a fairly new group, but yes, if you're a biker fan like myself and Paul, make sure you jump on over and check that out.
Well, here's a fun fact, Jace, is I've always wanted to have a bike, but my family won't let me have one. So I'm going to live my biker life in TCG World. All right.
In TCG World. That's the way to do it.
Yes. All right. I'm loading up again here in the US server. Hopefully it doesn't crash on me here. But yeah, I think this is the unfortunate with alpha challenge with the devs mostly in Europe being asleep right now.
Yeah, they'll be asleep at the moment.
Yeah, where we could ask them to ping the server and reboot it, but it's not going to be possible here. But it happens. It happens. So let's see if I can get back in world here. Otherwise, we might have just call it. I don't know, Jace, unless you have another idea.
No, we've been going for what is an hour now, so pretty good stream, I think.
Yeah,
and
I think
quite informative too. So
I think with all that, folks, just a friendly reminder, we do have our Telegram as well. If you guys want to spill on over there, we might light that up for voice chat. I don't know if anybody's up right now there to do this, but go ahead and check out our Telegram. I'll go ahead and at the end of the stream, I'll put up the link there for you all. Actually, here, if I go to the next page, yeah, there's the link right there. T.me is the website, t.me/TCG Gaming. That's the link to our Telegram. You can jump on there. You don't need to own any land. You can just go into the Telegram itself and say hi to everyone there. And you know what? We might have the voice chat open. If we don't, I had a fantastic time, Jace. Although we broke the servers. We
did. We'll jump on the Telegram. We'll open that up for voice chat if anyone wants to have a chat after the stream. But yeah, fantastic stuff. So hopefully this stream has been quite informative for everyone.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about major partner, right, with One Tree Planted. That was amazing.
With One Tree Planted,
thank you for that
huge partnership.
Thank you for that, Jace. Huge partnership, and I'm excited for that one. I know everybody else was lighting up the chat about how great it is that TCG World's doing that. So, any parting words, Jace, before I let you go for the night or the day?
No, just get into TCG World, have some fun, and hope everyone has a fantastic Christmas holidays. So,
thank you, and I hope you all have a fantastic holiday. For Jace, I'm Pj Krypto. Thank you, everyone, for watching the stream today. The AMA was fantastic, action-packed. Appreciate everyone. Have a happy, safe holidays, and we'll see you on the moon. Take care, everyone.